you for joining once again, Naman. This is Webtalk number 3, CallXP. In Webtalk number 1 and 2, we discussed about what CallXP is, who CallXP is for, and why CallXP. We also spoke about the benefits of CallXP in Webtalk number 2.
Right.
This is number 3, and we want to know and learn about how educators is going to benefit specifically in CallXP. Now, just to give you a little bit background of this question, when COVID did hit the globe, and there was a panic situation for all the teachers and of course the recipients of the parents, right? So teachers, they panicked about how to teach, and parents were hesitant about how to let the child use laptops and phones and tablets, right? Because of course there was a screen
Right.
feeling, right? So I think there is a lot which has changed over the period of last 2 years, and educators have now enabled, or they have transformed and upskilled themselves to teach. At the same point of time, parents have now realized the importance of education virtually, and they are getting their children enabled to use phones, laptops, and technologies. However, we certainly want to understand, despite of all these situations, which is pre-COVID and post-COVID, how CallXP is setting up the foundation for educators in this whole segment out here.
Perfectly said. I completely relate with the education segment. Actually, this is a segment which is very, very close to my heart. The educators, they face a lot of problems and a lot of challenges, and we have had a very, very tough time to convince educators and parents to actually think about using technology for their children, for their benefit. It has been a very, very tough ride because, as you rightly said, that parents are skeptical about their children using these devices, and they're very particular to see that the students are they're not wasting their time. Similarly, since there is a backlash from the parents, so the tutors, the educators, they have always been very conservative about using a lot of technology in education. But with COVID, things changed drastically overnight because teachers had to adopt to the teaching online methods. There were so many funny videos that started floating on social media as well. We could remember, I think, where the teachers were using all sorts of methods, and the school teachers who were,
Right.
least least technologically advanced, I would say that they were also made to use their smartphones, keep it here, there, and then use various methods to impart knowledge to the children. But hats off to them, they pulled off this exercise really well, and they basically faced a very tough time. But in all, it's still ensuring that education is imparted to the children. But now the time is that with this particular transition that has happened, parents have had the opportunity to see that there is a world outside their learning ecosystem which they have as of now. All right, there are tutors who are imparting knowledge beyond geographical boundaries. Now they could rely upon tutors not just from the city or town. They could actually learn, or they could make their children learn from the tutors across the country and even globally. And this just not was limited to academic knowledge. We saw a lot of platforms, we saw a lot of such communities building up, which were around hobbies, which were around coding, which were around robotics, and such kind of skills they started growing up. And to top it off, we also saw a lot of surge in the impart of education, which started coming from non-traditional forms of learning. All right, we saw that there are cooking channels which have started getting a lot of traction. People have started posting online videos about how to prepare a particular recipe, and people were, going crazy. They were following that. A lot of these chefs, they got a lot of popularity in this particular time. So what we saw was a complete transformation for education, and with this, CallXP is now helping these budding, I would say, solopreneurs in education who are looking to reach out to the students, who are looking to help the students in a way that they could impart the knowledge the right knowledge at the right time. They could also expand their knowledge beyond geographical boundaries. So it is so easy for now any tutor. Let us say I'm a tutor teaching abacus. So it is very simple for me to just come on CallXP, set up my account in just 2 minutes, and remove the entire hassle of scheduling my classes, then promoting my classes, then getting students to come and book my classes, pay me, then get on a video or audio call with me on some platform, then manage all the transactions. All these things CallXP is doing as a technology partner for educators end to end. It's completely, as I keep saying again and again, it is providing a complete full stack solution to the educators. Now they don't need to worry about scheduling or payments or ledger management or audio video calls or recordings or their customer or their student management. Everything is taken care by CallXP at a single place, and empower the tutors to just focus on one thing that they know, that is teaching.
Absolutely.
All right. And with this, parents will also broaden their horizons further. I would love my child to be actually learning music from maybe a musician from France. So CallXP is going to take the learning not only beyond your city or town or to your state or your country. It is actually going to take education global, and the tutors are also going to the Indian tutors who have been, the pioneers of education for centuries. With CallXP, we would take those tutors global, and we would make the entire education experience a global experience altogether.
100% agreed. I think on that note, I will want to add another piece out here, which is the YouTuber segment. Right, there are a lot of educators who went to YouTube. They started their channels, right? They started, like you mentioned, about the cooking lessons. There are specific academic subject-wise teachers like maths, science, and then Excel, teaching, and then there are a lot of professional skill level, teachers who went on YouTube, and they started putting their content on YouTube, and they made a lot of efforts to grow their channel organically, right? And they're also try to do some kind of paid media or advertisements of their YouTube channels. How do you see these people getting right fit in CallXP?
So एक जर्नी देखते हैं. Let us see a journey of a YouTuber. एक डांसर हैं जिन्होंने अपनी ऑनलाइन वीडियोस पोस्ट करनी शुरू की हैं YouTube पे. Okay. What has happened is that over the last 2 years, let us say that YouTuber has 10,000 odd subscribers जिन्होंने उनके कंटेंट को सब्सक्राइब किया. अब उन 10,000 में से अगर आप कहते हैं कि आपने अपनी एक डांस एकेडमी ऑनलाइन शुरू कर दी है, where you teach dance classes every day from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. और उन 10,000 यूजर्स में से, सब्सक्राइबर्स में से अगर 1%, ओनली 1% ऑफ दैट ऑडियंस, ओके, वो भी आपकी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस को सब्सक्राइब करती है, and for as little an amount as 500 rupees for, let us say, entire month.
Right.
If 500 people are paying 500 rupees, you're taking from 100 subscribers of yours, making 50,000 rupees income from your YouTube channel.
Right.
For till now, अभी तक आप YouTube पे सिर्फ YouTube ads पे या फिर brand sponsorships पे dependent हैं. And actually, if you see on 10,000 subscribers, you don't actually get to earn enough on YouTube. But here, with your active audience, you've started monetizing that audience, and you've started making money from something that you're actually passionate about doing, and you could actually grow that. I'm saying that maybe if you're offering 15 classes or 20 classes in a month and you're taking 500 rupees, but this could, as you scale up, you can easily increase the amount that you're charging for a month's class, and you can keep on increasing your income. And since you're a good dancer and you have a good positive feedback from your customers, so your online academy on CallXP is going to, give you continuous revenues over a period of time. And with God's grace, and we are really rooting for you here, we really want that, you all become a millionaire in yourself by doing something that you're really passionate about.
I think, Aman, what is important to foresee or vision of CallXP is creating those solopreneurs, unicorns on CallXP, right? I think that is the mission we are on. together to help these YouTubers, these educators, specifically those who are regularly sharing their skills and knowledge and producing that digital content on social media platforms and platforms like YouTube,
Right.
or joining tech platforms. It is very much viable for people now to become a solopreneur and become those fastest unicorns individuals,
We
so
will
to speak,
we will
right?
make that happen definitely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you once again, Aman. This is a great insight. I think we made a lot of sense again to make people people who are watching us, or probably who are listening to us, about what is that CallXP is going to bring to them on the table, which is going to benefit them as educators specifically. Thank you once
Definitely.
again, guys, for joining us and listening to us. I think please continue to watch us and give us feedbacks. If you have any feedbacks, if you have any questions, if you think there is something which we are missing, or you have any questions, we can answer. Probably we will love to answer you. Thank you once again, Aman.
Definitely. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.